A rough start to the season for Swilly and for FC Schalke here in this player career mode. The start to the season hasn't been too bad, but it hasn't been great either. We started off obviously with the friendly tournament, or with the preseason tournament. Not great results in that either. But of course, we're mainly focused on the league this year. We got a draw in our first 2 games actually in the league. We haven't performed necessarily well personally either. And then we got a loss in the DFB Pokal to a 3rd division team, Rot-Weiss Essen, to start off this season. So we've already been knocked out of the DFB Pokal. So now we just have to look forward to the actual league games. We're currently sitting in 12th place with Schalke through 2 games. We haven't gotten a lot of game time ourselves, but that's kind of how we want this career mode to start out. We want to prove ourselves in our substitution appearances before we get into actually being a part of the starting 11. So let's go ahead and get into our first game of the episode. Our manager rating, of course, is going to keep decreasing. One thing I've actually thought about doing with the training is instead of adding 5 training drills, we add just 1. That would make it to where the training is a little bit more realistic and we're actually just working on, a couple of things every game or every week or, however it works. But for this game, we're not going to do the training drill just yet. We're just going to go ahead and skip to this game and play the match and get into it. Our manager rating is still pretty low, so we're going to be getting limited minutes in games as of right now. 78 minutes gone, though. We are going to join this game, and we are already in the lead with Schalke 2-0, so hopefully we should be able to find ourselves with 3 points from this game. We're going to be coming on for Udrago, and again, I'm going to butcher a lot of names in this career mode, more than likely. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into this game. I'm not sure exactly what position we were playing in. I didn't actually pay attention to that. It looks like we're playing central midfield, maybe, which is sort of where we're supposed to be at. We're, obviously I can, but we're kind of in the central midfield. We're trying to affect that shot. We might have affected it just a little bit. It's going to get cleared away, but hopefully we did our part in defending that one. We make an interception there, but our touch is poor. That pass is going to be found into one of their players, but we get it cleared away. Cleared out to our left midfielder over here. We're going to look for a pass inside. He doesn't send us one. We're just going to keep running. We finally do get the pass inside. We're in a pretty dangerous area. I don't like where we're at there, though. We're going to try to find a pass inside, but it gets deflected away. We did well to run forward there, but unfortunately our passing just wasn't great. Our opponent's pushing forward here. Not the greatest idea to try to clear that one away by the defender, but the goalie is able to collect it nonetheless. We're going to get a touch in here, get a pass down to our left midfielder, who's going to find the striker. We're going to keep making this run over here on the left side just in case they want to use it. Try to get on the opposite side of the goal, maybe get a goal in one of our first, for our first goal of the career mode. But unfortunately, the right midfielder doesn't pass it over to us. Moore is going to find us here on the left side. We're going to find our left midfielder, Karaman. He has an option to cross it into Tarati in the box, but he's just going to take it himself. And we're actually going to get an assist for that goal, which means that our manager rating is going to be going up after this game, and our player rating for the game is going to go up. We didn't really have to do too much there. We just provided a pass, and he did the rest, but we will take an assist where we can get one. And that's going to be that, a 3-0 win for the boys of FC Schalke here in this game. We are able to provide an assist. It didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but we will take an assist wherever we can get one. And hopefully that sees our manager rating go up. We will see very shortly what our manager rating was and what our player rating was as well. For that game, our manager rating actually only goes up +5. One of the objectives we did not complete for the game. It's looking like, regaining possession at least 2 times. But unfortunately, our manager rating goes down a lot in between the games. So we are going to have to do training a little bit this year. We're definitely going to add at least 1 session per week. We might have to do more than that depending on, how much how much it's affected during the weeks, because we're going to have a lot of time in between games since there's only 34 games in this season. We're going to go ahead and simulate this drill. We get an A, of course. We should probably go ahead and start actually playing them each time, but we're going to get an A each time. Or I'm going to at least, retry them until I get an A. So it's probably not going to make too much of a difference, but we'll go ahead and just do one. But now we are into this game against Osnabrück. Again, I'm going to butcher all of these names more than likely. We're going to be coming in the right center midfield position. But this time, 84 minutes are already gone, so we're only going to be starting for the last 6 minutes of the game, or playing for the last 6 minutes of the game. It's honestly really tough that we have to enhance any of these objectives because we're only going to be on for literally less than 10 minutes, even with extra time. There's a chance that we might not even touch the ball in these 10 minutes. No game though, 85 minutes gone. If we can make an impact on this game and somehow end up with a goal or an assist, that would be absolutely lovely. We're going to kick this ball out here to our right winger, Moore, who's going to have to look back inside. He finds us. We're going to go with a cross. Our crossing is not great, as you can see by that cross. We're sending the ball in. Karaman gets to it. Of course, our player didn't send it in, but our teammate sent it in. Karaman got to it. Unfortunately, it was still not enough. We are actually going to get to that header, but I believe Tarati's going to be offsides there. We're going to get up for this header as well, and then provide an option to pass it into. We're going to look inside here for Karaman, who's going to look out for Moore, I believe, out here on this wing. We're going to stay on the outside. Maybe could have taken a shot there. Didn't like our options, though. We passed it out to Owejen, who finds a Drizzy, and that cross isn't great, but we could end up with the ball. And we find Karaman, and our teammate found the back of the net. Karaman gives us a 1-0 lead in this game with just a few minutes left. That's going to be a massive, massive goal for us to get 3 points. We're going to run forward here, look for a pass to our teammate over here, Drizzy. He's going to look over the top. Tarati finds a pass to us. I was trying to send that one over the top to our right winger, but we win the header somehow, even though our heading is absolutely terrible and our jumping is terrible. But Drizzy looking for a pass into Owejen, Schallenberg, Tarati. Tarati is dispossessed, but there was only 1 minute of added time. Owejen gets back nicely. Kalas, I believe was his name, sent it over to us. We find a Drizzy. We've wasted enough time. The opposition is not going to have enough time to go forward, so we are most definitely going to get 3 points in this game. Well, let's try to get a goal. Can't right there. It's going to be a corner. On this corner, we're swinging it in. Karaman gets to it. We're on the edge of the box. We're going to end up with the ball over here, but I believe the referee is probably going to blow his whistle. He doesn't. We're going to send it inside to Schallenberg. Drizzy finds our center back moving forward there. Drizzy now could find us. The referee still has not blown his whistle. I'm going to try to send this one. Not there. That's not what I was looking for at all, but you know what? Whatever works. We're not going to be charged with a turnover there at least. So we come away with a 1-0 win here. We are able to get 3 points, which is massive again. Last episode, it felt like we were the curse for this team, and this episode is starting to feel like we are the opposite of the curse for this team. All right, our manager rating went up after that game, but then, again, between games, it just went right back down. So we are going to have to do more than one of these sections in the training drills. We're going to go ahead and do the dribbling on that one, and then we're going to do the free kick adept as well. And we're going to simulate both of these drills, and that'll give us plus 10 manager rating for the first one, and then I believe plus 10 again for the second one. Which gets us back to about that halfway mark, which is good enough for me for this game. And let's get into this next game as well. There's going to be a lot of games in this episode, especially since we are, just coming on as a sub mostly. So we're going to be able to get a lot of footage and a lot of gameplay in this episode. We're coming on in that right center midfield position yet again. Let's go ahead and get into this game against Holstein Kiel. I like these jerseys. I don't know if we've used these ones before or if I just wasn't paying attention. That one, we're coming in with an opportunity to cross the ball in off of a corner yet again. Much like we did last episode, we're going to swing this one in, try to find someone in the middle. The cross wasn't bad, but the header was poor from the defender. It will be out for another corner. They send the ball in. That one finds one of their attackers here. I believe that was their striker. He gets dispossessed, though. Was unable to do anything with it. We're looking to provide a passing option. Wow, we are so slow. I mean, I was trying to get out on the run on that right side, and we are dispossessed, so that's going to go against our player rating. Trying to provide some help to our defense down here. Since we are in that right central midfield position, we are supposed to defend just a little bit, but defending is not our strong suit. I believe our defending attributes are like a 35 or something like that, so not very good at all. They find someone in the middle of the box. We are able to get a deflection on that one, so we are able to help out the defense at least a little bit. We get the ball here in midfield, trying to find an option inside. We find Drizzy, who's going to be able to find Tarati. Tarati is one-on-one with the keeper as of right now. He's going to go for a shot, and he's going to find the back of the net. I swear to you, we are on ultimate difficulty, even though it seems like it might be a little bit easy right now. But we're not even the ones finding the back of the net. It is our teammates. We love to see that. Trying to get a tackle in. We do so very well. We're actually going to push forward here down this right side, too. We don't get the ball passed to us, but we are still providing an option. I think the striker was looking for us there, but definitely did not even come close to finding us, so trying to stick to our position as much as we can, but we have an opportunity to get inside the box here. Karaman looks for Owejen, my bad, who finds me. I find Tarati. Schallenberg over to me. We're going to take a shot. Probably not the best option there. We are still here for a shot, though. We're going to take one there. Not a bad effort, but not a great one either. 5 minutes left in this game, so we need to find a way to get a win here. We're going to provide a passing option here. We're going to find Tarati inside. He's going to look for more on the outside. We're still over here pushing forward, trying to provide an option for a pass if needed. Moore's going to backheel it to us. We're going to find Terodde on the edge of the box. He's going to find Schallenberg. Schallenberg's going to turn it over immediately. We end up with the ball. We find a pass down here to Moore. That is an excellent pass inside. He has an option to pass it inside again, but he chooses not to. Lays it off to us. We have someone on the edge of the box. Schallenberg doesn't decide to shoot, which is okay, but he turns it over yet again. But that's not going to matter because the referee is going to blow his whistle. That's going to be full time. That's going to be 3 wins from 3 games to start off this episode. That game did not go too well, though, for our manager rating. We did not complete any of our objectives. Supposed to get a 7.0, got a 6.9. Supposed to get 2 interceptions, got 0. And supposed to get an assist on a goal, and that, of course, didn't happen. But after those 3 games, we are now sitting in 5th place. 3 wins in a row sees us with 11 points. As far as our current contract goes, our passing rating is definitely going to be more than enough. 70% passing rating, which, I mean, should be the way it is. 29% passing seems very bad and seems easily doable to beat that. But the match is in starting 11. I think that's 27%. I hope it is. I hope it's not 27 games, because that would mean that we have very, very few options, very, very little game time left to make sure that we're a starter for every game going forward. All right, now let's go ahead and simulate up to our next game. It is going to be the start of September now, so we're already moving forward very, very quickly in this career mode. Let's go ahead and get a couple of training drills done so that we can increase our manager rating, which is now down very, very low. We're going to go ahead and do 3 this time. So the thought of just doing 1 per game, I guess, is going to be too low because there's just not enough opportunities for us to increase our manager rating besides the games and besides the training. So we will be sure to do the training as well as the actual games themselves. And we'll continue to work on the free kicks, of course, because I want to be a free kick specialist in this career mode. We'll work on passing this week, and then we will also work on our dribbling and ball control, as well as sprint speed and stamina. So let's go ahead and simulate all those. Let's go ahead and get into this game against Hannover 96. Coming on in the 80th minute this time, so definitely not as much of an appearance as last game. Starting in that right center midfield position yet again, but we're coming into a 1-1 game here against Hannover. Back in our home arena, we're going to go ahead and enhance the dribble success rate target. That's going to be the easiest one, of course. And hopefully we can make an impact on this game and prove to the manager that we want to get more game time. Our teammates trying to pass it to us, but unfortunately that is a bad pass. We're going to try to get back and help out on defense. Our teammate in midfield not doing great to cover that middle. They pass it outside. We're going to try to help out in defense in the box. We are helping out decently well, but they still get a shot on goal. Muller does well to knock that one away, though. Our left back ends up with it. Karaman looking for a pass to me. I only see one option to pass it to as of right now, which is our right winger, which we'll get it to him. And try to provide another passing option inside. We're going to find Adrizzi, who gets tackled in midfield. Hasn't had a great run of play since we came on, but he ends up with the ball yet again. We're going to provide an option outside. Moore ends up finding us. Our crossing again is not great, so we're just going to go ahead and cut this one back. Get it at least inside to Brunner. Try to provide an option to pass it into. Adrizzi finds us. We're going to touch this one back. Look for a pass over. I was really hoping our striker wouldn't try to make a run there forward, but we just kind of ran out of room. Kales finds us on the outside. We're going to get tackled there. Luckily, we still end up with the ball. Not a lot of options to go to either. No one was providing an option to pass it to. Our right back was pushed so far forward. But we're going to sprint back as fast as we possibly can to make sure that they don't score. They almost do. Only a couple minutes left in this game. But we turn it over right as I say that. And Scott Jr. from the other team is going to find the back of the net. Just a terrible 10 minutes after we came on. There's a little bit of room to run into. We find a way to get through it. We're going to look for a run from Moore, who takes a step back. We still end up with it. We're going to look for a pass to Schallenberg, who tries to chip it over the top. I mean, I'm not sure what that was. And it ends up being a turnover, and only 1 minute of added time means the referee is going to blow his whistle, and we lose this game 2-1. And our manager rating, of course, goes down -25 for that game. We are going to have to complete training drills more often than I thought. Because as you can see, we're going to simulate here, and there's going to be so many days in between that last game and our newest game, and we're now down to almost no manager rating above reserve level, so we are just a substitute level. we're going to add in a couple more drills just to maintain, because I don't feel like we're playing bad, but according to the manager rating, it looks like we are. And we're going to go ahead and simulate all those drills there. That increases our manager rating a lot, of course. We get plus 50 manager rating, but again, it still just only increases us to that mid-level. So we're going to have to perform better in games with the limited amount of time that we have, as well as actually complete the training drills, at least for now. I mean, these objectives are absolutely ridiculous. For coming on in the 82nd minute, they want us to score a goal, get at least one goal and or assist, and get a 6.5. The 6.5, I mean, is the easiest one, I guess. We do have the ball in a dangerous area here, looking for a run from someone. We find Karaman on the outside, who's going to look back inside for us. We're going to look down here for Tarati. The pass didn't have much curve on it, though, and unfortunately, the keeper is going to collect that one. I mean, I guess Adrizzi was trying to find us there, but we were very clearly making a run forward, so that just wasn't going to find us ever. Trying to help out over on this wing, but now getting back inside into the midfield. And our defenders just aren't performing very well at all. I mean, that header is directly into the middle of the box, and we give up a goal with just a few minutes left yet again. It's looking like this team is just not great at all, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. You give up silly goals like that. And now it's looking like we might give up yet another goal with just a few minutes left in this game. Trying to get back on defense and help out. We are able to make a tackle there. We need someone to start going on a run. We are going to be able to find that striker through the middle. We sent him on a run. Karaman, please finish this one into the back of the net. He does not. And then he doesn't the second time either. That's pretty terrible. And then our right winger just doesn't go after the ball at all. I mean, I'm not sure what the AI are doing in this game. I mean, we're getting tackles in everywhere along the field. That time we don't get a tackle in. And it's looking like it could be unfortunate. They're going to push forward here. Only 1 minute of added time yet again in this game. I think since we're coming on as a sub so late that it's only giving us 1 minute no matter what, which is pretty unfortunate because obviously in this scenario we could go with 3 or 4 and that would help out quite a bit. They're definitely not going to let us run forward here. And that's going to be another loss. 2 losses in a row after 3 wins in a row to start off the episode. Even though we had a good game and we provided a very, very easy opportunity for someone to score a goal that they just couldn't. But now we're going to go ahead and advance to our next game. Again, our manager rating just going down by way too much. So yeah, for now we are going to have to do all 5. Maybe once we actually get into the starting 11, we can only do 1 or 2. But for now, we're going to have to complete as many of them as we can, which unfortunately means that we're also going to be increasing our overall pretty quickly. I mean, we've already increased our overall from 68 to 70 in this episode, which is kind of the opposite of what I wanted to do in this career mode, but unfortunately that's just the way EA have it set up. We are at least going to have extra time to play in this game. 30 minutes, we're coming on for Adrizzi, finally in that cam position. Let's go ahead and try to make a difference here against Nuremberg. Yeah, I mean, this time we have about 25 more minutes to play in the game, and they are saying they want us to score a goal from outside the box. A very unrealistic objective in most games, but you know what? Whatever. Easier objectives than the last game. Ooh, wow, they almost score right after we came on. Again, like I said, it feels like we're a curse sometimes with this team. Karaman gets a tackle in, finds us in the middle of the field. We don't have much pace to get around anybody. We do get around the left back, but he's able to track back very nicely. We're going to find a pass in here to Karaman, though, who gets tackled. Very, very interesting challenge. Looks like he could be hurt as well. And it looks like he is actually really hurt. He is down on the ground holding that knee, so it's looking like he might be out for some extended time, which may not be good for us. He was able to find our teammates over there on the right side. We're going to keep pushing forward here. Obviously, we're not much of an aerial threat, but we are going to provide an option in the box to at least cross it into if needed. And it's looking like they are going to find us. I was trying to find a pass to Tarati. Seguin is going to end up with it on the edge of the box, though. Take a shot. Not a bad effort at all. Seguin with a tackle in midfield, looking for an option to get it to. We're going to go out here to Merkin, who I believe came on for Karaman. Try to get in the middle of the field, get into a good place to provide an option to pass it into. We do get found. We're going to look out here for Oijen, who's able to keep it in, finds a backheel pass over to us. We're going to look over here for more. He's going to take a shot, actually. We were almost able to, or we almost ran right into that one. Takes a shot. It is going to be palmed away. Only 10 minutes left in this game. They're going to find a cross across the field. That effort is not bad. The shot there was poor. Our defenders are just not good at clearing the ball out from the looks of the last couple of games. He's going to find us. We almost turn the ball over. We look for a pass out here to our left back. Tarati finds a pass into us. I wanted to get a pass back to him, but we're just not fast enough for that yet. And now they could be on the break, and it could be due to us turning the ball over there. Dangerous possession, but luckily for us, that cross is poor. Looks like they will keep it in, though. Lohkemper looking for a cross himself. I don't know who exactly got to that. It looks like their attacker got to it, and it will be a goal kick for us. Less than 10 minutes left to go in this game. We need to find a winner. Nuremberg pushing forward here. They find a pass inside to Hayashi. Hayashi takes a very, very good effort towards goal, but it doesn't actually end up going at the goal at all. It goes just wide of the post, but the keeper didn't really have any trouble with that one. Schallenberg, yes, we're providing an option. We have room to run here. And that room to run is slowly dwindling down. I mean, our left mid over here ran into us, and that wasn't a foul somehow. That was just a clean tackle. I don't know what just happened there. If that was me in this game, I think I'd be a bit angry at that challenge. But the referee saw nothing wrong with it. The game saw nothing wrong with it. 92 minutes gone now. Referee, blow your whistle. They are not moving forward. They keep passing it backwards. We're going to try to provide some defense over here. They tackle it away. That's going to be the end of this game. 93 minutes gone. Blow your whistle, brother. He finally does. Another draw for us. So the first half of this episode was great. The back half so far has not been great. We will go ahead and play one more game. I'm sure our manager rating went down again after that one. We're already 8 games into the season, so this next game is going to be our 9th game of the season. And we still haven't found our way into the starting lineup. We need to complete the training. We also need the manager rating to stop going down so quickly whenever you're simulating. Like, I can't choose to train during those days, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But our manager rating increases enough for us to get some much needed manager rating. Currently sitting in 7th place though, so not a bad place to be. If we get a win in this game, we could definitely move back up into that top 5, top 4 range. And I think for this last game of the episode, I am going to go ahead and edit the camera settings back to where we are playing on the pro level, because I just want to try it out for, a couple of games. The last game, sometimes I don't really like it too much, and sometimes I feel like the opponents play much better on that camera for some reason, which I know is weird, but that's just the experience I've had. We're going to be coming in on that left mid side with the last 30 minutes to play in this game. Tarati out here to us. We're going to push down this left side. I need that camera to look more towards the middle. We make a nice move back, find a pass into Tarati, who doesn't take a shot, but finds Idrizi, who takes a shot, and that is a 1-0 lead for us. We do not get the goal or the assist, but we are a part of the play that gives us a 1-0 lead in this game. Idrizi crosses it over to us. We have an option to cross it into towards that back post. I see Tarati. We're a little bit too close to the 6-yard box with that cross, and the keeper comes and collects. Trying to provide some help defensively out here on this left side, but they're going to find a pass inside, go for a back heel. It gets knocked away. We are able to get it cleared. We're going to look inside here for Templeman, who could try to find us, but unfortunately we're not fast enough to get out in front of the defense there. Going to keep passing it around. Try to provide an option to pass it into. Oh, man, we are just so slow. It's honestly painful sometimes, but we're going to push forward here. Owijan doesn't get the ball fast enough, but this time we are found. We're going to look back out here for Templeman, who's going to be in a good place to pass it back. We're going to pass it inside to Moore. Moore takes a shot. Unfortunately, that's going to be knocked away by the keeper. Tarati tries to head that one in for some reason, and then it gets cleared away. Brunner just gives away the ball there unnecessarily. A pass inside. Jensen makes a nice turn inside. I think Muller was able to get... Oh, he wasn't able to get to it. Unfortunately, we couldn't actually see the goal, which is very, very dumb of this camera angle. Jensen knocks it back inside. And yeah, the keeper needs to be doing better there. I'm not sure how we're level 1 at this game. We're going to find a pass out here to our left back on the overlapping run. We're going to try to provide an option to pass it into. We find Lasme on the edge of the box. Lasme finds the back of the net. A cutback pass. So not the greatest effort by us there, but we will gladly take it. That was really our only option in that scenario. We will gladly take the cutback pass for an assist for our, I believe, 2nd assist in the league this year. Kalas, way to get in there with the tackle, or with the interception. We're going to be running on the outside here. If Tarati could find us, that would be great. No pass to us. Probably doesn't have great passing. But we keep possession of the ball. Moore finds Brunner out on the wing. We're going to stay wide here as much as we can. Hopefully try to provide an option to pass it to at some point. Lasme inside the box from Tarati. Finds the back of the net. That's going to be 3-1. That's going to give us another 3 points in the league with Schalke. We just need the defense to perform well here. I mean, they just let that guy run right past them. And Muller just, I mean, the animations in this game are so bad. So there are only 1 or 2 more minutes in this game. We're going to receive a pass here from Templeman. Try to make a turn. We do so nicely. We are able to get past the left back, at least momentarily. Can we find a pass into someone? We have quite literally no options to go to. At least I didn't see any. We cross it out. He gets knocked away. Only 1 minute of at a time. There's going to be a handball right there, I believe. We're going to head that one down to the left back. And that is going to be full time. That is going to be a win for FC Schalke after a bad stretch of games, 2 losses and a draw. Maybe by the beginning of next episode, we will find ourselves in, or maybe at some point just in the episode, we'll find ourselves into the starting 11 for the first time. I think we've been playing well in our substitute appearances so far this season. Our manager rating actually goes up after that game. So before the next game, if we do the training, we could find ourselves into the starting lineup only 6 days away from our game. Let's go ahead and do the training just to see if we can get into the starting lineup for 1 game. And it's looking like we actually can. So the beginning of next episode, we will be in the starting lineup for the very first time. We'll have to see what happens in the next episode. Our first game will be against Rostock, who I believe is towards the bottom, not necessarily towards the bottom, but in 12th place in the league as of right now. We are currently sitting in 7th place after 9 games. But in our 10th game in the league of the season, we will be getting our first start. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more of this content and more of this career mode, please be sure to hit that like button for sure and leave a comment so that we can do more of this. I'm really enjoying this so far. Trying to keep it as realistic as I can. So please be sure to let me know how you feel about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.